spoilers from the world and story of Naga. The world of many different and unique biomes for the player to explore, but there is one biome which is just never really talked about quite as much as many of the others. And that is this is the biggest biome there is in the game, so what can I talk about more? Well, as the name suggests, the crash zone is named that way because it is the location where the Aurora ship crashed in the first game. Now because of that, most of that biome is now gone, mostly due to that ship's approach and landing, so really, there isn't that much to look at. However, some people have begun to what could it possibly be here? I mean, there's a lot. Now, in this video, before the actual crash landing. Get a peeper ready so you can feed it to some of those reapers. Make sure you have a radiation suit on. Best to start off with what we can see and what the crash zone is right now. As already mentioned, it is the largest biome of the game, located on the easternmost part of the map and surrounded mostly by the safe shallows, grassy plateaus, and then of course the kelp forest and the safe zone from the island. Now, first was sparse to say that this is one of the easiest the water itself is murky, you can't see very far, there is basically no planet aside from the occasional spots of grass, spotted reeds, or vast mushrooms. And of course, on top of all that, it is controlled by some of the creepiest enemies or hostile fauna species in the game, the Reaper Leviathans. Now, luckily, there is a bit more in the area than can be seen at first sight. If we were to peel away some of that murky water, divide it into two main areas, the Crash Zone Trench and the Crash Zone Mesas, both of these being somewhat unique both in depth and also in part of the island. The trench itself can be divided into the shallower western part and the somewhat deeper and larger eastern part, and potentially constitutes some of the most dangerous areas in the game, with Reaper Leviathans patrolling the area. However, of course, it is also worth it considering it contains a lot of sunspot engine and trench fountains. Now, the mesas themselves have a more green colored water, and these actually contain a bit more fauna and flora, being located just behind the Crashwell Trench and bordering the crag. So now, I think we have a solid base to go over the theories. Now, first, let's talk about theories. People have begun to believe that it is possible that the Aurora would pass Rockaway Island. Perhaps during its descent, the pilot would attempt to steer it towards some dry land. Now, first of all, I don't think that would attempt anything, because if you look at the ship from the outside, you can clearly tell that this was never meant to be able to fly within a planet's atmosphere. I mean, it has no wings, and presumably it would have very little in terms of short distance maneuverability. So I don't think that it would be able to make any turns after it began descending. However, of course, it is possible that it would have simply crashed onto an island by accident. Now, this theory might not be completely crazy, considering there are landmass features that we can find around the Aurora. And I hear what you're saying, I mean, those were probably just ejected during the crash. However, I'm not sure if this would be the case, considering the fact that these were made from solid rock. This isn't just like broken down pieces that would have shattered and be pushed away during the explosion. These look like they have been there a while. And even if you swim right up to the ship immediately after crash landing, these aren't in any way, shape, or form hot, on fire, or damaged. Now, of course, this could just be due to development budget restrictions, but in my eyes, they do make the island theory a bit more plausible. Now, of course, the second question that people start theorizing about is what about the Reapers? Did they just come in, or were they always there? Was this perhaps their natural habitat, that was simply disrupted by the ship's crash? Well, I don't think we can necessarily tell. I mean, on one hand, we do know that reapers are attracted to loud noises, so it would make sense that after something this loud, a lot of them would come into the area. At the same time, considering the ship probably wiped out the majority of what used to inhabit that place, it's hard to tell whether it would even have enough animals for the reapers to feed on. But really, I think there's one theory that answers both the reaper question and also the lion question. And I think that the answer to what used to be in the classroom before our will need to be some sort of a type of a dune bias. So first of all, obviously, if you get just around the ship, you can see a lot of sandy dunes. And yes, some of these would have definitely been ejected during the crash, but it's not like a ship crashing will create sand. It could pile it on for sure, but some of these sand dunes are absolutely humongous, which would explain if there was more sand in the area to begin with. This theory would yes, dunes are one of their natural habitats, so it wouldn't be that weird to find them in this here. Perhaps this used to be one of their main breeding grounds, and after the ship's crash, what we're seeing now are simply some of these survivors. Now, finally, if you still don't think that it is likely that the crash zone would have been some sort of a dunes biome, if you actually listen to the ambience that plays in the area, it is simply an edited version of the same ambience that plays in the dunes and the sparse reef. So I think that's definitely pointing us to this being a somewhat similar area. But of course, there are many other options here. In the cinematic trailer itself, we see Bard build his base somewhere around the place, and it appears like he is in the safe shallows. So that could completely bust this theory out of the water. And of course, it is also quite possible that it was simply a new biome that we haven't seen yet, and that has been completely eradicated by the large hunk of a ship landing on top of it. But of course, all of those are just theories, and until more information is released, if it's ever released, we'll probably never know. But with that, I'm gonna end the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed and learned at least something new about the wonderful world of Ouagadougou. If this video no me hables de hello, my friends, and welcome back to the series where we dive through the history of Subnautica Early Access builds to uncover all of the liminal and creepy secrets that these builds hide. Today we will be covering not one, but two builds, just to make sure the episode is packed with enough content to make it worth our time. And we're starting out just 1 month after the last episode, where we were in the March 2015. Now we're jumping into April. And the reason that we're doing such a huge jump is because this is the first update where the Aurora, Shooting Scroll, and the Explorable cave crawlers have been added, which is quite exciting. But most importantly of all, we should see the first version of the Reaper in this one. I'm mega excited to show you oh, we've updated. And here we are, the first our thought. The fragment analyzer hasn't changed places yet. Oh wow, look at this. When I open my PDX, this fancy deep diver helmet and scuba diving shoes. And yes, oh, that's the breather. That's what it was supposed to look like. Let's see, alright. It will be missed. Whoa, you get a stasis rifle for free? That's pretty good. Maybe because this is the Reaper update. You know, I'm just gonna take it. Now, I'm not sure if the Reapers are much, but we will find that out. In terms of I'm gonna assume it's not that much. Let's just double check. I will never again trust this place of land after the first time we saw a friend there. We've got a bunch of new voice lines regarding the Aurora. It's very cool. Still know the gassy bases as far as I can tell. It's just really spooky, man. Diving down from the island was straight up terrifying, especially now, knowing that Reapers could be somewhere here. Also, what am I even looking at here? No delaying today. Let's go straight to the back of the Aurora. And assume that's where the Reapers are going to be. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. I was just swimming through the map and I noticed spikes coming up from the water. Look at this place. Oh, now, this is cool. Is this supposed to be like a crag field or look at this place. What biome am I even looking at? It looks menacing. Just a bunch of spikes leading out this way. They also look very much like creature claws, which is not helping in the slightest. Well, and there's a massive crystal in here. Such a creepy area. Look at it. The cool thing here is this is Subnautica in a way that most of us would not have seen it. And it flows directly into the boundary. Do you think this was meant to be like some old fossilized creature down here? Because why else would it look so much like claws? You cannot do it. Armed and ready. My heart might not be. I will note, I don't hear anything. I'm not gonna lie, this kind of makes it almost more terrifying because you don't know where it's gonna pop up. Now look at this though. Looks like as a part of making the Aurora explorable, they got rid of this structure. Yep. This is where that weird, like, burnt up castle used to be, but now it's just nothing. Okay, I think I've waited long enough. Let's see that explosion. Whoa! Whoa! Why are you guys here? And why is there 25 of you? Oh, oh my god, this place is freaking full of them. And we have the green eyes and very, very vibrant red. Man, there's so many. Look at how many there are. It's a Reaper party out here. Man, these guys are not giving up. Look at this Reaper following me all the way down here. So I believe there used to be an entrance to the ship down here. But we needed to explode first. Alright, so it seems that pretty much just using the console commands is what breaks it. I hopped into survival, and then I kind of just left the game to exist. And this is what we have now, so let's go check it out. I believe there could now be an entrance down here. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. Okay, so we're on the side of the Aurora, as you can see. And there is an entrance. This used to be in here, and you might not know this if you didn't play the game back then. This was one of the ways to get into the ship. And what have we got? Can we already fix these? Oh, I'm getting eaten by a bleeder. Can this thing get off me? Nobody told me there's going to be bleeders that are just going to be stuck to me. Well, I guess our arm is stuck like this now, but at least the bleeder is no longer on it. I can't fix this, unfortunately, because of the stupid... Okay, you know what? Fine, let's just explore what's here. So, hilariously enough, you can still open the PDA. It's just the angle is a little bit off. But let's see what's inside the Aurora. So that's the way down to the engine room. You see, it's a lot simpler, no longer blocked. Usually that would be blocked. This is the entrance. Oh, look, the cave crawlers are here, but they're blue. I have to say, this already looks pretty freaking good. Y'all have to remember, this was a massive, massive deal back when this came out. Like the whole time, you have this massive ship just on the horizon, and you're like, man, I cannot wait to explore it. I take it back, there might not have been another entrance. Now, in case you're curious if there's anything else on the inside, as of right now, there wasn't. So the only thing in is this one tiny room, which just happens to be the engine room. You could weld everything closed, and that would also stop the radiation from leaking. Okay, but yeah, this is what the Aurora looked like in its first incarnation. I think it's time to travel forward in time a little bit and check out a bunch of new biomes. Okay, and here we are. I think. Whoa, Millennium Force goes so high. Here we go. Oh my gosh. And I'll be building it in Planet Coaster. What's that? Oh, those poor people. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna get rid of my little crowd coaster here. And I want to spice up the entrance. How about a large fire? Can I do something like this? Oh, cool. This guy's excited. Oh, okay, smooth it up. Put it right like this. Here goes he's burning alive. I'm not sorry. And these two back here are enjoying the heat. Millennium Force is a giga coaster. That's this one right here. I'm gonna put the station right about here. And it immediately goes into a chain lift. It's super tall, so I'm just gonna keep building this up. I think this height is good enough. Now we want to start to angle this down. It's a fairly steep drop, maybe about 80 degrees. Curve gets back up as it gets closer to the earth. Now it's going to shoot up into a sharp turn. I seem to have left the chain lift on all of these. Let me just set these to the normal track. Alright, now more chain lift. So I want to start to angle it a bit. It goes to an almost 90-degree angle in this turn. Something along the lines of this. When it comes out of the turn, it heads back to the earth. I don't think that looks bad. Am I getting good at this game? So it comes out of this turn, and then it immediately starts banking to the left. It slightly goes up here. Does this very sharp bank. It does this all the way into a tunnel. So I'm going to say it comes out of the tunnel around here, starts to head into another large hill. It loses most of its speed in this hill. I'm going to do some testing. I want to see how fast it's going when it reaches the new hill. And it fell back down because I suck at this game. So it comes down into another steep drop. And then near the bottom, it starts to angle to the right a little bit. So we're going to turn the track like this. And the ride does a 270-degree turn. That's pretty crazy. It does bring them up pretty high. Straight out of the turn. It's going to go right under this part of the track here.
It's birthday. Did you play?